Megan, welcome to my podcast, Ageing Disgracefully with Nita McAvoy.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're so welcome. So, how long have you been in the aesthetics industry?
So I trained in aesthetics earlier this year.
Okay, you're a newbie.
I have done a few in-person masterclasses since because I think it's really important to keep up with your education, and also you learn so many tips and tricks from different people with their techniques and things like that as well.
So we met on the roadshow in South London with Sam.
Yeah.
It was a lovely roadshow, wasn't it? Since then, you have moved on to Hyophilia.
Yeah, so at the roadshow I picked up a couple of boxes of the Hyophilia, and as a beginner in aesthetics, I was quite nervous to try different brands because I feel like it's so easy to train with one brand and then just stick with that.
Yeah, it is.
And then there were a couple of brands that people on masterclasses have used, so I'd only use those two. And I was nervous to try the Hyophilia just because it was something different.
Yeah.
And it kind of got forced upon me because I ran out of stock. I used it on a client and I couldn't believe how much I loved it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was so
which
nice
one?
to use.
The soft.
The soft. So I prefer using soft just because I feel like there's a bit more leeway with your results. It's easier to work with.
So you specialise in lips, yeah?
Yeah. So I do more lips. I'm trained in other areas like chin, cheek, jaw and all of that, as well as with the cannula, but I much prefer doing lips. And we're going more for the undetectable injectable result, so a nice natural result.
So we've been sharing your results on our Instagram. Megan is a specialist on lips, and the results you've been getting are phenomenal. We really loved them. Even the head office was like, oh, they're lovely. So well done for that.
Thank you. It helps having a lovely product to work with. It really hydrates the lips. Well, the first time I used it, the client had really dry, dehydrated lips, and I couldn't believe how well it just went into the lip tissue and added a nice plumpness.
So what did you think about the moldability?
It's so moldable. Like, it's the nicest filler that I've worked with, and I think it's great because it's beginner friendly as well as people that have been in the aesthetics industry for a long time, so it's good for beginners and experts.
Well, you've got to be careful on the trigger, haven't you?
Yeah, definitely.
You can't just be pushing out the filler. You've got to be gentle because it's a softer
But I think that makes it easier to work with. As long as you haven't got a heavy hand, I think you're all good. Because I feel like one of the things I struggled with was the speed of moving your hand and the needle with how hard you're pressing onto the plunger. So I think by not needing as much pressure, it's a lot easier.
Well, also, if you put too much pressure in too quickly, it can create a granuloma as well.
Yeah.
So this is great because you're seeing the flow and you're being light on the trigger, but you're still seeing the mould of the lips and the shaping. And you mentioned to me that you're not actually always using a full mil, but getting a full result.
Yeah, so I think one thing with me, as well as wanting nice natural results, is I don't feel the pressure to use a whole mil of product.
Okay.
And I price a little bit differently to some people. So I know a lot of people will do the price for half a mil and a mil. I just charge for the syringe.
That's what I do.
So that the client's getting the result that they want, rather than thinking, well, I paid for this amount, so you need to put it somewhere.
Yeah. Well, because you open a syringe, you're going to have to bin that anyway. So a syringe is a syringe, so that's what I just charged. And sometimes you don't need to use a full mil. It might be 0.7, 0.9. But at the end of the day, you're just opening a whole filler, aren't you? So just keep it structured.
Yeah, definitely. And I think they're first-time clients for filler as well. So they're nervous and you don't want to overdo it. And I'd much rather ease someone's nerves and did less filler, but they were happy with the results, knowing full well that the swelling's going to go down and they're probably going to come back. But it's less nerve-wracking knowing that you're not going to go in, come out with huge, juicy lips, but not in the way that you wanted.
So you're a newbie in the industry. How have you found that?
It was really daunting, especially because it's really hard knowing where to train. There's all these different courses. What do you think you should look out for when training?
I think you've got to look out for the supporting resources. Things are going digital now. So digital platforms where they're giving you the learning resources that you can access. I think that's quite important, that you can access it in your free time, and that you can revise and go back to the learning materials. Support, transparency about what you're getting, the modules laid out correctly, and that you're getting all the health and safety. And it's fine to recap on health and safety, and what ongoing support you get after that.
What do you think about these one-day courses?
One-day courses have their place, right? Everything has its place. I'm not going to say it's good, I'm not going to say it's bad. It depends on your level, where you're at. If you're coming into the industry out of an office job, a one-day course is not sufficient. If you're a beauty therapist and you're doing a one-day mesotherapy course, of course, then that's fine. It's sufficient. It's enough because we've studied anatomy and physiology. We know the skin well. So moving on is a natural progression. And so a one-day course is sufficient. It just depends on what your background is. For beauty therapists, we have studied anatomy and physiology over and over again. And people don't realise that.
No.
Actually, we've done a lot of theory training. We've worked with the skin. We've worked with beautification. But if you're coming in from a totally different industry and you're doing a one-day course, it's not sufficient. So it has its place. Like just for like medical background, if you've got a medical background and then you're going into a one-day mesotherapy course, it's sufficient because you've got the anatomy and physiology. You've had it for years. But then if you're changing industry, it's different.
Yeah,
that's what I think. It's got its place. You can't completely knock it, you know?
Yeah, no, definitely.
Depends on your experience.
I know for me personally, when looking for a course, I booked on with an academy that was a 5-day course because I felt more comfortable knowing that I was on a longer course. But I'm the kind of person where I want to make sure I've absolutely mastered anything before I do anything on anyone. Hence why I went on masterclasses afterwards, and I want to pick up as much knowledge and skill from as many people as possible so that my clients are getting the best results.
Yeah. I mean, I'm really impressed because you turned up to the Exosomes Roadshow and you're new to the industry. So Exosomes would be fairly advanced and you've come to that. So that's what we need to do, is continuous professional development, because there's always one little nugget we take away with us. And that's the main thing about being good, is making sure that sometimes it's monotonous, sometimes there's a repetition, but every single workshop and masterclass gives you a nugget that you go away with thinking, I didn't know that. And so we've done another workshop today, and we've done business skills and what to do. That's probably given you another insight as well.
Definitely.
So Megan, you do a lot of lashes and brows?
Yeah, so I have my own training academy where I train lashes, brows and basic facials. Yeah. That's where the skincare interest and that side of things came in. And it's only the aesthetics, the filler side of it, that I brought in this year. But I do actually have a background of a couple of years of the injectable treatments as well.
Your client base, you mentioned earlier, is more younger, so you're not going into active aging like maybe our client bases are, and because sometimes we have our clients and they grow with us, right?
Yeah.
At the moment, what do you think about the trends? Like for me, I'm just like, youth, the beauty of youth needs to be enjoyed.
Definitely.
So lots of people are having lip fillers and they don't actually need it.
So I think different clients go to different injectors. So my clients know that I'm here for the undetectable injectables. They're only going to get a nice subtle lip enhancement, and it's more of the clients where they've got smaller lips and they might potentially need it. But I do think a lot of people my age, they do want the big juicy lips, and it definitely is a trend.
What about the butterfly eyelashes? Do you have a lot of requests for that?
So I think people are actually turning to more natural treatments.
Oh, they are?
So there's been a big change with lashes, so people don't really want their Russian volumes anymore. People are more leaning towards their lash lifts and looking natural and natural beauty. So I do think the undetectable injectables pairs nicely with that, because people don't want to be looked at and people think, oh God, what have they had done?
For the younger crowd, do you feel like you're under a lot of social pressures?
Yeah, definitely. Instagram's really important for people my age, I think, as well. So there's a lot of pressure for my marketing and my social media to be good.
And do you think that they're probably quite influenced by Instagram? Positive, negative?
I think the movement to more natural treatments has been influenced by platforms like TikTok and Instagram. Because all it takes is a few people to make a change and then everyone seems to want to follow.
Yeah. Hopefully it's going that way. I mean, look, each to their own. We can't police how people want to look. They want to look a certain way. But at the end of the day, if we all do the same treatment and everybody, we're just morphing into one look. And it's all about the unique individual characteristic of you and I that sets us apart. That's the actual essence of beauty. So moving forward, where do you think that your business is going to go?
I want the injectable side of my business to grow because I do really enjoy it, and it would be nice to get more into skincare and my younger clientele, just get them more educated with skincare routines, get them using the right products, because at the moment they'll see something on TikTok, buy it and use it, and they don't even know what it's doing for their skin.
And social media's got a massive influence on what we're doing at the moment, hasn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Social media is big, and it's great because it keeps us informed and it's fast, but at the same time there's a lot of things that we've got to move past and filter past. Clients sometimes get scared of injectables. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
And it's like, I can't have Botox because I'm going to look like this, or I can't have fillers because I'm going to look like a trout. That's not the case, is it? Like, it's all about undetectable injectable treatments.
It's much more noticeable that people have had things done when they've been done badly or they've done it over the top. So my mum's an example of this. She absolutely hates the idea of any injectables or getting anything done, whether it be semi-permanent makeup, Botox, filler, but it's because she associates it with cases where people have had too much.
Yeah, and I find that as well in my clinic, that people associate it with, as soon as you've had an injectable, it's going to make you look like a cartoon. But it takes a lot of filler to get to that result. And filler's got its place, but it's like everything, isn't it? Everything's got to be done in moderation, right? So everything has its place. And also it goes down to the injector. Who's the injector that's taking the money for doing it too much? Like exaggerating the looks. There has to be a kind of standard where you're like, do you know what? That's enough now.
I think I am good with that with my clients.
Yeah.
Because if one of them comes to me and they're like, oh, this is bothering me, I think I should have this, I will either give them a suggestion that I think would work better for them.
Yeah.
Or I just tell them it's not necessary. I'm not the practitioner that's there to take people's money for the sake of it. I'd rather clients came to me because they trusted me and they know that I'm giving them the best advice.
Well, the best business decision is to have a long-term relationship. And I say to my clients, well, actually, you're a representation of me. So if I overdo you and you look distorted, you're representing me every day. I want you to be the best example so that you can recommend me to everybody else. So I'm not going to overdo you because you're going to go out and present yourself, and that's a representation of my work. Yeah. If you look strange and you attach my name to it, then that's it, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's bad advertising.
Yeah, that's the thing. So I want the best advertising for my work. It's also breaking the norms and the generational. My mum may have been less likely to have injectables, but now it's become the norm. You can have it done and it's okay. And why not? Why should we age disgracefully if you don't want to? If you want to look younger for longer, you do that.
Definitely.
You have ice cream if you want ice cream. You want chocolate mousse? Have chocolate mousse.
Yeah, no, definitely do whatever you want.
Yeah.
If you're not harming anyone, then...
There you go. And that is the main thing, isn't it? If it makes you feel good, then why not?
Definitely.
Okay, well, thank you, Megan, for joining me on Ageing Disgracefully with Nita McAvoy. Look forward to welcoming you soon again on another podcast.